the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching.
And now, here are your 2031 New Orleans Saints.
On the Colts sideline, look at their head coach. His side enters in need of a win, sitting at 1-3 in this early season. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach.
On the jump.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. You get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
It's Benson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at
These
the
big
line
D
of
tackles
scrimmage.
in this league, they
No gain
love
on the play.
weaponizing their
Brings up
size
second
right in the
and
middle of the
10.
field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Holding outside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Here's a give to Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Putting Olave on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. This is Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure.
The Saints and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Now begin this drive with Benson. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
gain of 11.
They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Option play, they give to Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The 47-yard line.
The give now to Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Benson once more. And whatever they were they're trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing and pulling the trigger to create that loss.
And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. He finds space, middle of the field. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-0 lead. Well, Buck, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure coming. Escapes out to the left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Benson on the counter. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying on the ground with Benson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dinged for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Gives it holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
What is this? Why can't we score?
The Saints ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Let's go now.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Catch made over the middle. They're not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Offense is set. First and 10. Benson now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Pass play coming here. Finds him on the crossing route. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be third down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on third and 1. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
It's fourth.
The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Back to pass on first and 10. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Okay, ready.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Let's go.
They give up the gut to Benson. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Dropping back to throw. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Go.
Now an inside give to Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. He's dropping back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
The 7-yard line.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first.
Brings up second and
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. This time it's a passing play. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry.
Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Benson on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind
Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second.
It's a loss of a yard.
One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. He's got a man left. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
For a Saints first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Getting out to his left. Going deep here for the end zone. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Into the hands of Olave. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
13 yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
The Saints first down.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
They are throwing it again. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's...
It's a win for the Saints. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys letting it be known right now that they're a team to be reckoned with. A perfect 5-0 to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Onto the field comes New Orleans. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. 16 carries, 75 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man here is Benson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
The Saints with a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a toss left side for Benson.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Saints again ready to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. And Brandon, it was fun to talk to this guy before the game. He seemed very confident, relaxed, ready to move forward after his struggles of the previous week.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's got room past the 30.
As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. Message received. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down. A gain of 30. First down, Saints.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Nice little juke. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. There's Chris Olave. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Saints, first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, skin.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. He completes it to Olave. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Back to throw. And he's caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
At the 24-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month.